Next question will be Bradley first to answer. Do you like sleeping? If yes, why do you choose to run for CSA Election? If no, answer the follow-up question anyway.
As I stated on the canon, sleeping is perhaps my most enjoyable pastime of all. I feel that even though I love sleeping so much, it has helped me a lot with my time management skills. I need at least 8 hours of sleep each night, so I make sure that I get everything I need done. I have a nice schedule that goes on. I'm usually on top of everything, and it just helps me keep on track and make sure I know what I need to do.
Jonathan?
This question was on the canon, and I'll repeat what I said there. I don't sleep, I wait. That's just a little joke, but it's between me and my friends, I suppose. I think, for the most part, I'm an early bird. I enjoy waking up early, reading the newspaper. I get on the internet, I listen to the news that the CBC offers from the night before. I watch the National. And I like getting up in the morning. I think it's a peaceful time, and I found that there's really not a lot of time. Sleep is the first thing that I sacrifice if I have a lot on my plate. So whether I like sleeping, it's really not a choice of whether I like it. It's just basically whether I can. And I have no time. Okay.
Matthew Me?
Do I sleep? Not usually. I sleep very little, basically because I work 3 part-time jobs right now. I am the Safe Walk program coordinator, so if anything goes wrong, I have to be on call. I am door staff at the Brass Taps, so that keeps me up late. I'm also door staff at the Shakespeare Arms, so that also keeps me up late. So my time is pretty well organized in between all my jobs, school, and now this. And also this weekend I'm organizing a national conference.
Joe Harness?
Okay, I'm a fan of the sleep. My body starts shutting down around 1 a.m., but you'll see me up and ready to go by 7 or 8 in the morning. But this question isn't so much about the sleeping, it's why I chose to run for election. I chose to run for election because student leadership really means something to me personally. Anybody who knows me knows that in second year I came back to the University of Guelph because of a student leadership position after having a lot of doubts in my first year, which I think a lot of first years do have. More than that, I feel qualified for this position. I feel as though I have the skill set necessary to succeed and excel in the finance and human resource portfolio, whether it's being a support to CSA clubs, whether it's advocating for more student space on the second floor, whether it's getting that co-curricular transcript institutionalized once and for all after struggling for it since 2002 now. So I'm well versed in what this position calls for, and I feel as though my experience caters well to that. Thank you.
Next question will be Jonathan McDonald first to answer. A lot of focus for this position is placed on the financial aspects of FNHR position. However, if elected, you will be responsible for human resources and employee relations within the CSA. Hypothetical question. An employee stops you on the way to a meeting and tells you that they are uncomfortable with the upcoming meeting. The employee explains that there are personal and professional qualms. The employee is visibly upset and looking at you to help for those situations. How would you help?
Okay, so here's the scenario. We have a meeting and there's a student or a volunteer or a member of our organization who feels uncomfortable with attending it. First of all, my solution would be to judge their demeanor and see if they were sincere with what they feel. Secondly, judging by the severity of how they responded, if they were truly professional and personal qualms, I would just let them know that we've appreciated all their volunteer work in the past and that having them out to the meeting would be an asset. we would encourage them to come, even if they wanted to just participate passively. So that is what I would encourage them to do, is just come out anyway and sit in, if nothing more, just to listen. So that's all I can say.
And to me?
Speaking as a former CSA staff rep, I wouldn't push them to come to the meeting. If there are personal reasons why they don't want to come, I believe they should be respected. I would ask that they kind of give me a brief rundown right there, and then afterwards schedule a meeting with them, go over their concerns, and hopefully come to some sort of resolution between the two of us. If that's not possible, I'd bring in the CSA staff rep and work between all three of us to try and find a resolution to the problem.
Johannes?
Okay. I would work in conjunction with the CSA staff rep beforehand to create a proactive environment to make sure that these situations don't happen. However, for the purposes of not popping out of the question, I'll assume that the environment is not proactive and we have to deal with the situation anyways. I would encourage the staff member to hand me over any notes or discuss with me very briefly any important things that they want to get across in the meeting. If the meeting does involve making a large decision that will impact a lot of students or will impact the CSA, I would campaign on behalf of that staff member anonymously, saying that no decision should be made because not all voices have been heard. From there, I believe conflict is a really great opportunity for growth, and in that growth, I would encourage the staff member to I would sit down with me and we could talk about ways that they could handle the situation themselves, and if they needed further support, I would send them to the CSA staff person, or I would recommend that I could offer additional support. Thank you.
Brad, you at?
Well, unfortunately, there's two options that can happen. Either the meeting is very important and the staff member must be there, or we can let them not be there for the meeting. Unfortunately, it would probably be the latter. Since it is so close to the meeting, I would ask them to come anyways. If they're very hesitant or very resistant, I would just let them know that they would be an asset there, and I'd keep an eye on what goes on. Hopefully, afterwards, I debrief with them. I'd have a meeting with them, make sure that their voices are, that I know what's going on. Subsequently, going to the people that they have issues with and talking to them as well to get both sides of the issues. And then if there's no resolution acquired, then we could have another meeting with the mediator to work everything out.